Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mike Strecker. We're here at Paws and Claws Animal Shelter with Shelby, who is looking for a home. So if anybody wants Shelby, we're going to talk about flea and tick preventative today. It is a season, and with the weather warming up, the ticks come out. And most of the experts out there say that we should probably be using flea and tick preventative anytime the temperature is going above 40 degrees. There's a lot of products out there now. The manufacturers are coming out with much newer products that are a little safer. There's oral versions that can be used. Some of the oral versions last 3 months, some you got to give monthly. There's newer topical products coming out that are also safer than some of the older stuff. So what I would advise before you choose a product is consult with your veterinarian, see what they recommend based on your situation, and then go with that product versus some of the cheaper, older products you can find over the counter in stores. Some of those products aren't as safe, so just be aware of that. So if you're going to consult with your veterinarian, try to choose a product that's out there. Today we're going to use a product called Frontline. It's a product that's been out for a while. There are newer products out that are working good, but the nice thing about Frontline is it's been out for a while and it is a little bit on the safe side. So when you get a product, they're all packaged a little bit different. They usually come in individual packages. Most of them are monthly, some of them aren't. So again, you'll have to talk to your vet about which product you have and how often to give it. But you're going to have to open the packet up. Now on the topical products, you want to make sure your application is in a location where the animal is not going to lick it off. So especially in cats. Typically, when I apply a product, I like to apply it up around the neck area, and sometimes I even put some at the base of the ears. And the reason I do the base of the ears is because here in Minnesota and Wisconsin, we have a lot of tick problems. And when dogs get ticks, they tend to get them around their head. And these topical products work in two different ways. Some of them get absorbed, some of them spread in the oil layer. Frontline does spread in the oil layer. So if you're just putting the product back here and they're wearing a collar, sometimes that product may not spread up here and you may not get as good a protection up around the base of the ears where they tend to get a lot of their ticks. So what I do is I start out and try not to put it all in one spot, but I'll put a little drop up by the ears base and you just part the hair a little bit. And Shelby's a little bit of a wiggle wart, but you try to get it up in that area, and then I work my way back and put it in multiple spots. And this is true on cats too. And the reason I spread them out is because it just decreases the contact area and helps it spread quicker too. And then you're going to get a little less chance of getting a little irritation, because some of these products do have like an alcohol base to them and stuff like that. You want to keep applying until the product is completely gone. And there we go. And then the recommendation on the topical products is try not to pet them, hug them, or let your kids play with them in this area for the next 12 hours. It usually spreads pretty quick. And don't give them a bath. No baths for 2 days after applying it. They say at least 24 hours, but I recommend 2 days. After that, they can swim, bathe all you want. And usually it's better too to apply the product if they hadn't had a bath in the last 24 hours, because then you have a little bit of an oil layer to spread it. But again, each product is a little bit different. You'll need to talk to your vet about how that product spreads. Some of them get absorbed in, some of them spread in the oil. And then now with the newer generation oral products, you don't even have to worry about that. That's one of the advantages of the oral products, is now we don't have to put stuff on our dog. You just give them to them monthly, just like you would with the heartworm preventative. So a lot of people are switching to those, and those are nice products too. There is collars out there. Probably the best flea collar out right now is called Seresto. And that collar tends to have the best margin of safety and seems to work the best for us. So if you do want a collar and you prefer a collar, the nice thing about the Seresto collar, it lasts about 8 months. So you can pick that up too. Otherwise, try to remember to get the tick products on before the ticks come out. And so at this point, this time of the year, we're a little bit late, but if you haven't done it, get it on now. And remember, whenever the temperature is getting above 40 degrees, try to keep your products on, because the big thing we're worried about here in Minnesota isn't just getting ticks, it's the diseases they carry, including Lyme, Anaplasma, and ehrlichiosis. And if your dog's getting ticks, you might get ticks, because when the dogs come in the house, the ticks fall off, get in your house, get on you, or if they sleep near you, stuff like that. So that's the big reason we want to keep ticks under control, is for those diseases too, not just the ticks. All right, have any questions? Give us a call. How's that sound?
Good.